Hello everyone, my name is Zoe and welcome back to the channel. I'm not wearing my glasses as you can see, and because of that I cannot see anything whatsoever. So if I'm going cross-eyed, sorry, and I also cannot see my face there, so I'm just kind of staring in this general direction. Today we're going to be talking about altars and also how to dedicate your altar to specific deities. So today we will also be redoing my altar to be honoring Cernunnos. He is the horned god in Wicca. He's like the male counterpart to the triple goddess. A while ago, like years ago, I think he reached out to me and I want to finally, I've been trying, but it's just been a real rough time with life and stuff like that. Well, I'm dedicating my altar to him and I'm going to be reaching out to him. If you have an altar, if you're not in like the broom closet or anything like that, it's obviously much easier to dedicate an altar to a specific deity. On your altar, you usually want to have your tools and you want to have space for you to do your magical workings and stuff like that. It's kind of like a sacred space for where you dedicate to do your work. Or it could just be something that you don't do your work on, but you put it to the side to dedicate it to something specific. Or you can just have your working altar to also be dedicated for you know, a specific deity or element or something like that. Anything like that. What you're gonna want to do is find a deity that you really kind of vibe with. Unless a deity like contacts you, try to contact them back, but if you don't get contacted by any sort of deity or anything like that, you can just kind of look into a bunch of different gods and goddesses or whatever you'd like and just kind of see which one vibes with you. It doesn't have to be any specific like pantheon. It doesn't have to be Greek or Egyptian or Roman or anything like that. You can do, or Norse, like you can do whatever you want. Like you can even do the saints, Christian saints or Catholic saints, you know? You can do whichever you want. Just try to reach out to them and say like, hey, do you want to like work together and stuff like that. And if they're like, yes, then you should definitely set up an altar for them. So on this altar, you want to put things on it that not only resemble them, but also symbolize them or things that they like. And also you want to leave offerings and things for the deities on this altar. For example, Cernunnos is god of the forest and the hunt and virility and stuff like that. So I'll be putting animal skins, skulls, bones, like that kind of thing on the altar, as well as a lot of greenery. And apparently he really likes Irish whiskey, so keep a little shot of that as an offering on there for him. You also want to get different types of stones that might correspond with your deity, or statues that are of your deity. Pretty much anything that you can think of that corresponds with that deity, you should be putting on the altar for them. At least once a week, you should leave an offering on the altar for them. Anyways, let me just show you what I got for the altar. Okay, so for this altar, I'll also be having the goddess on there as well. It's gonna be like a mix of my original altar, and because I don't really have space for a second altar or anything like that, so it's gonna be for the goddess and the god. So the first thing I got was this statue of Cernunnos, and I don't know, I just really liked how it looked, and I just like it, because a lot of statues and things of Cernunnos, I feel they definitely are very phallic. But this one, it's not like boom, penis, you know? So this isn't exactly how I picture Cernunnos. So also, deities can show themselves to people differently, or you can just perceive them differently than other people. So while one person's like, oh my gosh, Cernunnos looks like Jason Momoa, which that's how I see him. Someone else can be like, no, he looks like a deer, and that's it. He doesn't look like a person at all. Or he looks like this and so. He has blonde hair or whatever. And I'm like, I see him with black hair. Like, everyone perceives them differently, all deities. So don't feel like because the way that you're seeing it is different than someone else's that it's wrong. Okay, so some more stuff that I got. I got this little piece of antler. I got this at In Spirit Crystals a long time ago, but it's just a little piece of an antler. I bought this roe deer skull there. It was $60, but honestly, totally worth it. It's very, very nice, and it's real. It's not like resin or anything like that. It's an actual skull, and it's really cool and very pretty. And they also have other skulls. They have coyote skulls, they have raccoon skulls, stuff like that, and they're super cool. Alright, so another thing that I got was some animal pelts. So these are real, so vegans beware. These are 2 rabbit pelts, and the next pelt I got was a small goat pelt, which is also real. It smells very chemically, which is annoying, and the leather is kind of, the suede is blue. I don't know why it's blue. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna put on my glasses and then we're gonna make this altar and it's just gonna be a grand old time. Alright, bye! Hello. Alright, so this is what my altar looks like right now. I have the god and the goddess candles, and I also have a picture of the god and the goddess. This is my salt lamp, but it keeps dying. The light keeps dying for some reason, so I'm just gonna take that off the altar. I don't really need it there, especially if it keeps dying. And I always have my maiden statue, which is one of the 3 of the triple goddess. And I have some plants here. I got moss, this, and an aloe plant, and obviously a bunch of crystals and stuff like that. So we're just gonna jump right in and clean it off for now. Like, when I looked it up, this online, it said that it was going to be like 26 inches or something like that. And I feel like that's just this. I thought the whole, like, the body part was going to be that big. I thought it was going to be way bigger than this. But here we are, so I'm not much sure which way I should place it. I don't know if I like it that way or if I like it this way. I think I like it this way. Okay, boop boop, little tail. Kind of want to just put these on here anyways, just cause, I don't know, just cause I just don't want to have them like in my room just chilling, so might as well put them on here, I guess. That's nice. Is that nice, or does that look kind of weird? I don't know. Let's start putting stuff on it, and if I don't like it, then whatever. I'll take it off. So the next thing that you're going to want to do is you want to dedicate the altar to the god or goddess that you want to work with or wants to work with you, as long as you're cool with it. Okay, so side rant. If there's a god or goddess and they're like, hey, I want to work with you, and you look into them and you do your research and stuff like that and see what they're about, and you aren't about it, then don't work with them. If you don't really like what this god or goddess does or what they stand for, then just don't work with them. Politely decline. Just be like, I appreciate your offer, but I don't think working with you at this time is what I need, or something like that. So you can look up online different ways to dedicate your altar. It could be as simple as just lighting a candle for them, saying a prayer, and just saying, this space is open to you and this is a space where we can work together, and something like that, something along those lines. And whenever you're putting out an offering or something, just be like, this offering is for you, probably say a prayer and like dedicate the space to them and stuff like that. So this was all if you are not in the broom closet. But if you are in the broom closet, it'll be a little bit trickier. But you can still dedicate a space for a specific god or goddess. If you want to dedicate a space to a goddess or a god, and you don't, or saint, or whatever you want to work with, and you don't want to be totally open and obvious about it, kind of just put maybe little trinkets that remind you of this goddess or god. Like, again, like the Morrigan, or someone like the Morrigan, put out little crows. Like, I know at the dollar store they sell during Halloween time little like sparkly crows. You could put those out. Anything, just put little figurines, Dungeons and Dragons figurines or something like that. Just like little toys or little trinkets that remind you of who the goddess or god is or what they symbolize or anything like that. You can also put stones on there that represent them, like what they're corresponding with, flowers, anything like that, any sort of like plants or anything like that. Look into deities and what their correspondences are. Just put a candle on there, any color or their corresponding color, but white or black is pretty much universal. But as long as you feel it corresponds with them or actually corresponds with them, the color, then you can either carve in, like, they might have a symbol or their name, you can put that on the candle, or you can just like center your energy and be like, this candle is for this specific goddess or god, and only light that candle if you want to invoke them, if you want to like call them forth and like bring them into your life and stuff like that. So this candle would be specifically dedicated to this being that you want to work with. So don't just be lighting it because, oh, it's a Yankee candle and it smells good. No, just, you know, dedicate it to them. You can also put incense out if you are allowed to burn incense or anything like that. Or if you're not allowed to, just have like a little jar with maybe some spices or something in it, or like potpourri. I hope this video helped. It was really spontaneous and 100% out of the blue, and I had no notes and I was just kind of like, and I wanted to do this for a while. Anyways, that is my altar dedication kind of tutorial. I don't really know what to call this, information thing. Yes, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you found it informative. I hope you guys enjoyed this video once again, and I'll see you guys next time. Please like and subscribe as well. And again, check out down below for the links. There will be a link to my Depop, which I am selling things on. There will be a link to my Instagram, my TikTok, and also to the Facebook page of the Coven's Cottage, which has some amazing stuff there.